one held at IIT Delhi, that NEC Education Hackathon. I remember in the first year, people were going to IIT Bombay for some tech fest or something like that, and we have to give names for it. So I think that people were giving names and they used to make robots and go there. But I said that I will not go to IIT by paying or by giving my name. I should be invited to IIT. Like I will ace something and I will go to IIT. Just wanted to go to IIT for some that type of thing. But that hackathon was held at IIT Delhi, and we were invited that you should come and let's do the hackathon. So I was being invited to IIT Delhi. That was something great, and then I really like, and that was also special because top 3 teams were from IIT only. So first, second, third, and like that was.
Welcome back to another episode of Anubhav Video Interview Series, a concept started by ARPIT Kumar Mishra, sir, class of 2021. It was his initiative to create such a series to help the juniors and is working his heart out to make it a reality. And on today's episode, we have another multi-talented personality, a very special guest, Shivam Pathak, sir. All right, so before starting, allow me to introduce him. He's one of the most innovative minds AIT has ever produced in the recent past. He has won a huge amount of hackathons, probably more than anyone out there. Please welcome Shivam Pathak, sir.
Welcome, hi, sir. Everyone. Hi.
All right, so sir is from the class of 2021. He joined Browserstack earlier this year in January as a software engineer intern and will be joining soon as a full-time employee. He's a former intern of Cribago Global and Microsoft. He strongly believes that coding can make life easier and better for everyone. In college, he has been part of Choreo in a 4.0 management team and a lot other co-curricular activities as well. Sir keeps himself busy while exploring different areas and thinking possibilities of implementation of his ideas. It's our pleasure to have you here, sir, and thank you so much for sparing your time out. Right, so we'll start with a very basic question, sir. Tell us about your 4 years of college degree. Kaisa tha saal, and how has college life been for you?
Okay. When I came to AIT, I wasn't that happy. Like I remember the admission day. I came with my father in that central foyer where General BC Joshi's statue is there, and I was sitting, and my father was asking like, how do you like the college? Like, are you happy? And I said that I just don't want to say anything. Just let be it. So that was the thing. Like I wasn't that happy because I just want to go to IITs and all. Like everyone in AIT thinks that they could have been to IIT, but that it's like their last case of a case statement, default case of the case statement that they have came to AIT.
Right.
So like ARPIT was my when I came to in my first year, ARPIT like who you introduced in starting. So ARPIT was just next roommate of mine, and he used to see me. Like in the first 6 months, I was just like, where I have come, like I have to do something different. Like, and in that year, like I took a drop from drop year again, but I used to think that I could prepare again and could give JEE mains again and could go to NIT Trichy, NIT Warangal, something like that. I used to think, like to be honest, I used to think those things. But then I thought that this wasn't working. All of my peers were preparing too hard. Peers were doing competitive coding. They started hacker and all. They have scored good stars. And I thought that I should be here and do what I am intended to do, and then I can shine anywhere. That idea kicked out in me that I should start doing whatever I'm doing here in the best manner I could do. And I also started exploring things. Now at that time, I started taking interest in what other peers are doing, and I saw that many of were doing data structure and algorithm thing. That is pretty like important thing for a software engineer, as I will say. Like you can do anything in college, but I will enforce that data structure algorithm is too important. And I also said that I should also explore those things. So I started exploring those things. And then in first year, I did that. But that I couldn't continue with DS and Algo more because as I told, I was the kid who wanted something of my own, to do something,
right.
To make something of my own. So in second year, like one day again, ARPIT came and said that, should we go to a hackathon and do it together? And I said that, yes, we should do it. And then we explored hackathons and keep doing hackathons. Won my first hackathon in second year, won many hackathons at the end of second year. And in third year also won many hackathons. But in third year, I will say it here that there was a subject called computer graphics. And like my ma'am said that there was something and I couldn't, like my ma'am dropped me in computer graphics subject. Like she said that like come next semester and give it. So so I was like very astonished by that event, and that was the first time in my whole whole like academics, that some teacher has said me that you can't give the exam now, and just like that. So that was very astonishing, and at that period transformed my thinking that it's not that easy, like everything will happen like in college when you will can second year, तो हम बहुत आराम से हो जाते हैं कि हो जाएगा, सब हो जाएगा, एग्जाम से पहले एक दिन पहले पढ़ लेंगे, ऐसा हो जाएगा. But I then took it seriously, and I took this opportunity also as a fuel to prepare for the next thing. So in that period only, I think that people got we have groups on AIT Facebook. Everyone out there will be joining them. So a senior of us posted that there's an internship opportunity at Microsoft. So I thought that this was the opportunity to like do something and do something great. And I used when I was in first year, our senior was Arun Gupta sir. So to think that he went to Microsoft. So I used to inspired by him that he went to Microsoft. That's something great thing. I could also do that. So you know, like here you will say crisscross of very thing. Like I want to make something of my own also, but at the same time I want to get in the company also, and at the same time I am not liking AIT also. Everything is happening. So to be true, like I am just a simple guy who has change of mind, who have different perspective in different span of time. It shows that my perspective is changing from time to time. But when I was third year, like at time of CG, I started preparing for Microsoft, and at that time I focused too much on DS and Algo part. Like the interviews I give today also is backed by some preparation at that time. So at that time I got to the Geeks for Geeks, saw different section of Geeks for Geeks, practiced a lot in that span of time, and so I sailed through Microsoft interview rounds, and then I got Microsoft internship, and that was really great. Like I told my family members were happy. So I thought that okay, this is something that I can do that will make others too happy, and in return I was also getting happy that others are happy. So it was a great thing. So I did Microsoft internship, but then Corona came out and all those things happened. I took a Browserstack internship in between also, and now I will be joining Browserstack as a full-time employee also. So that's all my college life.
Amazing, amazing. That was a hell of an experience, sir, and I'm sure the viewers will learn a lot from your experience.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to the next question, sir. You have such a versatile profile. You talked about it in the first question as well. You develop as well. You do data structures and algorithm as well. So how did you get started with all these things after joining the college and all?
Okay. So that's why I made the first question too long, so that people will know what my persona, and if they are in resonating with my persona, they will like my answer as well. So as a second question, you told that you do DSLGO as well, you do some development as well. So what all these? So I will say that it's not good as a general. People should be master of one, but I am a kind of personality who is jack of all. But it's not like master of none. I am master of something. Like I can think something well. Like my project thinking is well. Like I can manage projects well. Like the type of thinking are well, I think. So I was master of all, jack of all kind of kid in my third year or second year. So I don't used to stick at one thing. Like I said, in first year I prepared for DSN algo thing, hackering, and I then left it. I haven't aced it. The people who have aced it are like I think purple on code forces and all. So those are the kids who aced it. So they have keep on doing DS and algo, but they don't have experience with Node.js and all. But I was the one, like if I used to just open YouTube, but my recommendations are like everything new came in my recommendation. I was too curious to open. Like in my second year or third year also, I was seeing what is Docker, what is Kubernetes and all. And when I'm in Browserstack, I think those things are used too well here. Like Kubernetes is there. So Amazon offers Kubernetes as EKS, like Elastic Kubernetes Services. And now when I see this, I think, oh, I used to know this. Those things are not new to me. Like people may not know what Nginx is and all, but in second year only, I used to see YouTube videos of Nginx, how Nginx forms are written and all those things. So just random, just too interested in things like how things happen. So I'm not master. Like if you will say you are master of Nginx, how Nginx logs can be passed and all those things, I don't know all those things. But I just go on YouTube and check, okay, so like this we can have Nginx, like this we can do load balancing and all. all those software concepts. So I just keep on exploring things. I may not have practical experience with things, but I just keep exploring things. So that's the thing, like people know me that you are too good at development also. Sometimes people also say that you have done DS again, that data science also. But I am not 2 A's in data science. Like once of your batchmates or senior is known as Harsh Chauhan is there. He used to come to me and have used to ask me, sir, how I can do data science and all. And today he is like one of the best data science pursuing student of our college, like who is just focusing on data science. And he used to come out to my room and he used to ask like how I can do, and I used to recommend him courses like you can do this, you can do this. But I may not have done this course fully, but I just used to explore like, okay, in this course all this syllabus is there, okay, what is this, like that. So I just keep on I haven't done all the courses completely, but I used to start and used to drop in, but okay, this is all, okay, I will use it like this, so like that. So yeah, so I'm not master of all. So people, if they say that he used to do data structures also, he used to do development also, he used to do data science also, that's probably means that I'm not expert of any, to be true.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, I love the way you accepted the things which you don't know, because it's always it's brave to accept it, and that is what maybe drives you to learn and explore a lot of other fields as well. So it's amazing. All right, so moving on to the next question, sir. You talked about the kick, right? So you explored a lot of options. So what kept you going? Like, what was the source of motivation behind doing all these things?
Okay, so motivation behind all these things. Okay, so I see motivation behind like being in a software field, and exploring different software domains, different software technologies is like I want to make something of my own in a long run. So I just have interest. Like if I will be understanding all those things, I can probably make a next $1 billion app. I can probably make a next $1 billion software. But like we started also a website, a web app named Cafe Table, but that didn't work out as of now. We will be working on it in future, I think, or don't know. But I just want to make something of my own. As of now, I haven't a great idea, or I haven't a great concept that can work out. So I'm not pursuing that thing. But in the long run, I see myself having my own company, or having my own product, something of that, or not have a company. So in long run, I will be having, I think, I will be working with a good company, but as a side project, I will be having something. And so that thing keeps me driving, that I have to make something of my own. I have to make something of my own. So to make something of my own, what I can do, I am in software domains. I can make softwares, a good SaaS company or something like that. And how I can make a good SaaS company? By understanding different technologies in deep, and all those technologies. So just to understand all those technologies, like Arpit knows, if you will ask Arpit, that I don't know how to write React, but I know how React works, something like that, how React are done. And when we were working in between, I used to ask him React questions also. So am I expert of React? No. But do I know what React does and how I can leverage React to make something? Yes. So whenever I will be developing my product, I can say that, oh, we can use React here. So a better UI could be made, or express it, or what we can, so that dynamic UI could be made. So I can leverage React there. I can React. So like I know technologies because I want to use them in my career, in my future aspect, or in my future plans. That's why that keeps me motivating, I think. Yeah.
Perfect. Amazing. Yeah. So, sir, you've won a lot of hackathons. So, how was your experience, like the hackathon journey, and how did you get started with hackathons and all?
Okay. So as of a hackathon are considered, so main driving force behind hackathon were like our seniors were doing, let's start doing it. And not something like I have an idea, let's do a hackathon, to be true. So Arpit came to me once and said that, Pathak, let's start doing hackathons. So I said that, yeah, probably we can do. So Arpit and Shailesh went to a room and saw all the hackathons that are upcoming days, and we targeted one hackathon, that was GH Raisoni hackathon, and we said that let's go here and ace it. So that was the first decision. Then we start thinking about the idea, and we thought an idea, we developed it, and in the hackathon, and then we probably won it. We really won it, and then that was like just a yaha moment for us, because we haven't won any cash in the college as of in the second year. So that was the first time we won some cash. Cash was pretty low. It was just 15,000 rupees, but we were happy with it. So we thought that, okay, let's keep on doing it. Driving force, I will say that driving force is the happiness that comes after, as someone says that First team is team we could, the happiness, that is driving force. Second thing is the driving force is that I can make something, I can think of an idea, submit and make it. That is a bit of a good driving force is cash as well, because money you get in hackathon wins is too great, like 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs. So that is also a driving force. And a last driving force is just what I will do on Saturdays and Sunday. Let's do something. So let's do a hackathon. And as of now, hackathons are held online. But when we were in second and third year, so we used to get trips to Delhi, trips to Mumbai, trips to Bangalore, and that was all reimbursed by the hackathon organizers. So we were getting like 5 to 6,000 for our hackathon. So I did my first flight journey on hackathon money only, on the organizers money only. So that was one of the driving force. Like, what we will do in college, let's go to Bangalore, enjoy something. So these all are driving force. Hackathon is just chill thing. Go there, eat food, make something, win, all those things. It's nothing too serious. Yeah.
Sounds so simple for you, sir, but amazing. All right, so sir, you've been a part of so many hackathons. So any favorite memory, which you wish you would like to carry forward or something like that?
Okay. So hackathons, we won many hackathons, and like there have been losses as well. Like we lost many hackathons as well. So my favorite journey, like as of a special win, is the first win only GS Raisoni hackathon, because that was the first time we get the confidence to win so many hackathons. Special hackathon, I will say Raisoni hackathon, but a special one you will say. So a special one, I will say that one held at IIT Delhi, that NEC Education Hackathon, because I wanted to be at IIT. I told you, and that was the hackathon that. And I remember in the first year, people were going to IIT Bombay for some tech fest or something like that, and we have to give names for it. So I think that people were giving names, and they used to make robots and go there. But I said that I will not go to IIT by paying or by giving my name. I should be invited to IIT. Like I will ace something and I will go to IIT. So that dream is still in me. That dream is still in me, that I was thinking a bit time that I should do MTech and go to IIT Bombay, something like that. But I dropped that idea as of now, because that dream is still in me. I just want to go in that big culture and just go to those research labs where core research is being done. Like, AIT, we do academics, but no research is there. Like a good research is quite lacking in AIT. So when you go to IIT and you are a type of curious kid, you will be like nurtured to do research. And then research is something that makes our community grow. So I just wanted to go to IITs for that type of thing. But that hackathon was held at IIT Delhi, and we were invited that you should come and let's do the hackathon. So I was being invited to IIT Delhi. That was something great. And then I really like, and that was also special because top 3 teams were from AIT only. So first, second, third, and like that was 2 special hackathon. Yeah.
Right, it's an amazing, feeling. So there are a lot of people and juniors who are watching this, and they also want to start their hackathon journey. So any piece of advices, for them?
Okay, so juniors wanted to start hackathon. I will say that just make your minds open and just think of weird ideas. You don't know any technologies, don't know any piece of software, doesn't matter. Hackathons are not about making something of great technologies or great software or infrastructure well. So you just have to think of great ideas, and that ideas comes when you are not bound to some technology. So when you are thinking about a hackathon, just go to that hackathon, what problem statements they have mentioned, and just think of weird ideas about those problem statements. Like you can think of anything in weird ideas and just mention and just keep on writing them. Okay, so suppose there's a problem statement that specifies that making education accessible to everyone. So write weird ideas that teachers can be like teleported to some school, something like that. You can write weird ideas, but then this will be crossed off because that is not possible as per of current technologies and it's not in your domain. So you can think of like avatar can go and teach the student, something like that. A software avatar could go and it could be translated to many voices, something like that. And something like weird ideas you will write down, and then you will check that the ideas that are in my domain, are those made somewhere in the world? Like, is thing something new or it's made somewhere else? If it's nothing new, then boom, you got the idea. Just work on it and present it on the hackathon day. If it's good, if it will be that good, you will win. If it's made somewhere, then check that. Okay, if it's made, what are the problems in that thing? Like suppose a software is made that can teach student in like a cartoonish way, and then that can be translated in any voice. You can select the voice and it will teach the student like Ram was there, he was going there, like that it can teach. But what are the problems in that like voice is too much robotic, it's not too natural, something like that. And you can probably work on those small fragments, the problem they are having, and then present that this is the idea we have, and then it's better like in this way to all the ideas that are implemented all over the world, and probably then I think you will win. That special thing should be there in your idea, I will say.
Amazing points there. All right. So for those who wish to know more about hackathons, more on a broader aspect, they can straight away check the description. We have provided the link, and we have already uploaded a video on YouTube, so you can check that out as well. So yeah, moving on to the next question, sir. Sir, you're about to start a new journey. You'll be joining Browserstack. So how was the process of getting into the company?
Okay. So as of Browserstack is concerned, so it was too random again. So I was sitting one day and our senior Rohan Chocolates, who we see a lot doing, who we have seen a lot doing hackathons and have been inspiring, have taken inspiration a lot from him. So Rohan Chocolates sir just messaged on WhatsApp that referrals are open. Do you want to do an internship at Browserstack? And I, Shubham, Pankaj, every other in the college student applied for that, and I took a referral from him. So that Browserstack internship post, I got to know about internship thing from my senior, Rohan Chocolates sir. So that can take you to a point, juniors, that be in good connection with your seniors. So just like seniors are not someone who will scold you or who will do something. Just like be in friendly with your seniors. Talk to them once or twice a month if you are not too extrovert type of person. But talk to some seniors, make some good connection. They will help you get something in return, like 1 to 2 years back. If nothing, if they don't give you anything, that isn't harming anyway. So he referred me for that, and then there was one DSL Go first coding round that has 3 questions. Then this Browserstack internship was quite unique in terms of interview process, because we have developmental round here, because we were given 2 questions and we were given 2 hours of time. We were given access to internet. You can check internet, but you have to do that problem statement that was mentioned. You can check Browserstack interview questions on internet. It's available publicly, but it shouldn't be. So so that was developmental round. Then I have a round with engineering managers, in which they asked me different DSLGO questions, different software concepts, like what happens if you when you hit google.com, or when you search something like that. And then I went to the through process. I joined Browserstack as a 6 months intern. I was part of a team that is one of the main projects of Browserstack line, and then I was quite nurtured well there. They accepted me in a team, not like an intern. They took work like full software engineer, so that nurtured me well also. But I will say that work timings were not limited. Like we are in work from home situation, so I used to work from 11 or 10:30 in morning to 8 or 8:39 in evening, and that to continuous, like just getting up, having some lunch, having some snacks in the evening, and then keep on working at that. So I will say junior software engineering is not that easy as you're thinking, that I will go in office, just have a lavish life, will be drinking coffee and all. You have to work. So you have to have that thing in mind, that I have to work somewhere. So better learn something in college only. Why to learn and then work? And then that's something that can keep you motivating. So, and then I was just doing my internship, and then I got to know that I've been offered full-time offer as well. So they are paying also good, and its culture is also good. Everything is good. So I think that I should go with Browserstack as my first company. So I'm joining it.
Yeah. Brilliant, amazing experience, sir. All right, so which leads us to the next and the final question, sir. Any piece of advices for the juniors, or maybe closing lines from your side?
So So last piece of advice for juniors, I will say, don't be confused. Like people are in college are totally confused, like what to do, and they end up with not something great. But in AIT, if you are type of curious kid, you will end with something great. Don't be afraid of placement, or don't be afraid of jobs, I will say. Because when I was in college, my senior used to say that don't be afraid of jobs, and I used to say, oh, why I will not afraid of why will not be afraid of jobs? How will I get money? How will I get money that I use to make startups? So my own company. So I will say the piece of advice: if you just are a normal kid, not type of curious kid, but want to get a good job, I will say focus on data set algorithms and little bit of design patterns, like little bit of software, how software are made and how different things are made. This is true for all kids in IT and com. And if you want to do something, something like if you want to join some startups and all, not those big companies, so be good with data structural algorithm a little bit, but do development also. Okay. Not to be a ace in data structural algorithm, not to be an ace in development also, but do both things. And if these two things are just okay to get job, and if you want to be just a third thing, like if you want to become a trader, if you want to become a Wall Street master, then do the thing that is needed for it. But as part of software is concerned, want to get a good job in software companies, just do data structural algorithm. You will ace through, plus some design patterns, know about technologies that are there. Don't be an unaware kid, just knowing about things. Want to get in a good startup and all, do some development plus DSLGO. DSLGO is the key, I will say. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing, brilliant. So thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate this for opening up and giving such good advices. It was wonderful talking to you, to be very honest. All right, so on behalf of the entire Anubhav team, I wish you good luck in your future ventures and keep rocking, keep making us feel proud. And thank you so much, sir, for coming here.
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
Thanks, Abhishek. Like, it was great interview.
Amazing. All right then, that's all for today. Stay tuned for more such insightful sessions and head towards our website anubhav.aitoss.club. Go and watch all the previous episodes if you haven't already. And we promise you a lot more content, a lot more of these talks in future. But till then, take care, stay safe, and goodbye.